All right, once again, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our math class. Okay, so last time I let you answer the workbook, right, for estimation. I want everybody to get yours math workbook and open on, oh no, I'm sorry, not workbook, but textbook class, I'm sorry. Get your math textbook. All right, so let me just share the page for you. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so everybody open your book on this page.
Teachers, chapter 5.
Chapter 5. Chapter 5, estimation. Do you know what page this is? What page is it?
75.
Okay. All right, everybody open your math textbook on page number 75. All right, so last time class, we already discussed example number 5, letter A. So today we will discuss example number 5, that's letter B. Okay. For example letter B, that's going to be 195 times 31,760. So here's the solution, step number 1. So first is we have to round 195 to the nearest 100, okay? So here, if we are going to round 195 to the nearest 100, so 195, that's 200, okay? 195 is closer to 200 than 100. Okay, and then step number 2, round 31,760 to the nearest 10,000. Okay, so when we say nearest 10,000, that's going to be the 4th or the 5th number from the ones place. So this is ones, tens, 100,000s, and 10,000s. But the rule is, if we are going to round the number to the nearest 10,000, is we have to look at the digit in the thousands place. So the number in the thousands place is the digit number 1. Okay, this one. And number 1 is less than 5. Okay, so number 1 is less than 5. That means to say that if we are going to round this number to the nearest 10,000, that's going to be 30,000, because 31 is closer or near to 30,000 than 40,000. So again, 31,760 round off to 30,000. All right. And then step number 3, estimate the answer. Okay. So since we round off already 195 and round off to 200, and 31,760 already round off to 30,000. So what we're going to do here is we will now multiply these two numbers. So 200 times 30,000. So that's 6 million. So remember, when you add numbers with more than 1 zeros, you have to multiply the last number, which is 2 and 3. So 2 times 3, that's 6. And then just count the total numbers of 200 and the total numbers of 30,000. So that's 1 0, 2 0, 3 0, 4 0, 5 0, and 6 0. So just copy the 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, then we'll count number by 3, okay? So this is ones, tens, hundreds, and then comma over here. So that's 3 0. And then thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s. So another comma here. So the answer, for example, letter B is 6 million. That's the estimated answer of this number, which is 195 times 31,760. Do you understand, class? Yes or yes, I do. No, I don't. Kaujemai, do you understand? Okay, let's have an example. Okay, let's say I have 165 multiply by 42,801. Okay, first is we have to round this number, which is 165. So if you round off this number, class, to the nearest 100, 165.
200.
Okay, that's 200. Okay. And what about rounding this number to the nearest 10,000?
40,000.
Okay, so that's 40,000. All right, now multiply 200 times 40,000. First is you have to multiply 2 and 4. So 2 times 4.
6.
2 times 4, it's 8. And how many zeros?
6.
6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's count by 3 zeros, okay? Ones, tens, 100, comma, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000s. So the answer for this example is 8 million. Okay. All right. Do you understand letter B? Yes, I do. No, I don't.
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. So now let's proceed to letter C. Example letter C. So for letter C, we have 196,773 multiply, hold on, just give me 1 second. For letter C is multiply 196,773 multiplied by 41, okay? First step for letter C, round 196,773 to the nearest 100,000. So again, the rule is we have to check the number before the 100,000, okay? So the number before the 100,000 place is number 9. Look at the digit in the 10,000 place. The digit is number 9. And it's actually greater or equal to 5. So meaning to say, this number is bigger than number 5. So that means we will round this number to the nearest 100,000. Okay, so here, 196,773. And if we're going to round this to the nearest 100,000, it's going to be 200,000. Okay. And then step number 2, round 41 to the nearest 10. So the nearest 10 of number 41 is 40. So we already round the 2 numbers. So we just write 196,773 times 41, or 200,000 times 40. All right, so all we have to do is to multiply this 2 number, which is 2 and 4. So 2 times 4, that's 8. And then just count the number or the total numbers of zeros. So that's 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So just write the 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, and then comma after 3 zeros. And then 1, 2, 3, and another comma. So the answer for step or example letter C is 8,000. Okay, I'm going to give you another example class. I have 369,822 multiplied by, let's say 23. All right, so first is we have to round this number to the nearest 100,000. Okay. How do you round, or what is the round off number of 369,822?
400,000.
Very good. So that's 400,000, okay? And can you also round 23 to the nearest 10?
20.
Okay, so that's
20.
20. All right, so now just multiply this number 2 and 4. 4 multiplied by 2.
8.
And how many zeros? So there are 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So the answer for this example is 8 million. All right, another example class. I have, let's say, 667,102 multiply by 78. Okay, first round this number to the nearest 100,000.
700,000.
Okay, so that's 700,000. Okay, and what about 78? Round this number to the nearest 10.
80.
Okay, very good. Now multiply 7 and 8.
56.
56. And how many zeros?
6.
6 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3. So what's the answer?
56 million
Okay, so 700,000 multiplied by 80, that's 56 million. All right, class, do you understand? Yes, I do. No, I don't.
Yes, I do.
Oh, I only hear few students. What about the other students? What about the other students? Okay. All right. So now, class, let's try to answer this. Oh, I'm sorry. Before we proceed, before we proceed to the next exercise, let's proceed to example number 6 first, okay? All right. So for example, number 6, class, estimate the value of each of the following. So we have letter A, letter B, and letter C. So this is division, okay? So the previous one is multiplication, and then this example is for division. All right, so here's the solution for letter A, step number 1. So round 12,836 to the nearest 10,000. Okay, so look at the digit in the thousands place, the digit number 2. 2, is it less than or greater than 5? 2, is it bigger or smaller than 5? Class, 2, smaller my, bigger my than 5?
Small. Tomorrow.
Okay, so 2 is smaller than 5. So that means that if we're going to round off 12,836, that's going to be 10,000, okay? And then step number 2, estimate the answer. So we have the 4 already. So since we already round the number to 10,000, now we will divide it by 4, okay? So 10,000 divided by 4, so that is 2,500. Okay, what about this one, class? I have 17,232 divide by 4. Okay, first is round this number to the nearest 10,000.
20,000.
Ah, nearest 10,000. That's 20,000. Okay. And divide by 4.
5,000.
So that's 5,000. Very good, Kanchay. So it's very easy, okay? All right, let's proceed to letter B. Okay, for letter B, it's the same thing, but we have larger number or bigger number. Okay, for letter B, step number 1, round 255,098 to the nearest 100,000. So again, look at the digit before the 10,000's place, okay? Or before the 100,000's place. So look at the digit in the 10,000's place. The digit is number 5. 5, is it smaller or equal or bigger than 5? So 5 is greater or equal to 5. So if we're going to round this number, that's going to be 300,000. And then step number 2, round 61 to the nearest 10, and 61. And the nearest number for 61 is 60, okay? And then step number 3, estimate the answer. It's very easy. 255 and 98 divide by 61. And this is the estimated or the estimation of the problem, which is 300,000 divided by 60. So that's 5,000. All right. What about this example class? I have, let me see. I have 621,788 divide by 3. I divide by 34. Okay, first is we have to round the first number. Round this number, class, 621,788.
600,000.
Okay, so that's 600,000. And what is the nearest number of 34? So nearest 10. I'm sorry, nearest 10.
30.
30, okay. Now, 600,000 divided by 30.
Teacher,
Yes?
20,000.
Okay, very good. So the answer is 20,000. So that's the estimated answer. All right. Do you understand, class? Yes, I do. No, I don't.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now let's proceed to letter C, step number 1. So in letter C, we have larger number, which is, let me check, hold on. 8,768,540 divided by 320. So the divisor is 3 digits. Okay, step number 1. Round 8,768,540 to the nearest million. So again, look at the digit in the 100,000s place. It's 7. And 7 or digit 7 is greater or bigger than 5. So that means 8,768,540 will become 9 million. Okay. And then step number 2, just round off the divisor, which is 320. So if we're going to round this number to the nearest hundreds, that's going to be 300. So estimate the answer, class. So again, 8,768,540 divide 320. So this is the estimation. And the answer would be 30,000. So 9 million divided by 300, that's 30,000. Okay, let's try another example. I have 5,881,296 and divide by 216. Okay, first is we have to estimate the dividend. What is the estimate number?
6 million.
Okay, so 6 million. All right. And then what about, what is the round off number of 216? Nearest 100.
200.
Okay, 200.
200.
All right, now let's divide 6 million divide by 200. What's the answer?
Show me.
Okay, what's the answer, Alpha?
3,000.
3,000 law.
300,000.
No, it's not 300.
30,000.
Very good, boom. So the answer is 30,000. Okay. All right, so do you understand, class? Yes, I do. No, I don't.
Yes, I do.
Okay, very good. Now let's try to answer this one. Number 1 and number 2. So for number 1, we have A, B, and C. And number 2, we have A, B, and C. So for number 1, estimate the value of each of the following. So for number 1, we have multiply or multiplication. And then for number 2, we have division. Just let me know if you are done, okay? Kunchai, answer this one in your math textbook.
$2,500,000.
No, you write it down in your math textbook. I will give you 10 minutes.
Teacher Ali.
Yes? Are you done, Kunchai?
$51 multiply 4.
No, you write your answer in your textbook.
Teacher, I reached number 1.
51,000 times 45, no, 51 times 45,260. Number 2 is 22,085 multiplied by 297. Letter C, 194,550 times 42. And then for number 2, we have division for letter A, 32,305 divided by 3. Letter B, 650,999 divided by 2. And letter C, 9,999,999 divided by 410. Just let me know if you're done, okay? Just say, teacher, I'm done.
Teacher.
Yes, Kunchai?
No, I don't.
Why, what do you say?
No, I don't.
Ah, you're not finished? Yang may set la?
Yes.
You can say, no, I'm not done. Are you done?
I'm gone.
Very good, Alpha. Pete, are you done?
I'm not done.
Okay. Kauhom, Yada, Kwangtung, Ter, Boom, and Sapai, are you done?
I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. Class, can you turn on your camera? Boom, Kwangtung, Yada, Gams, Pai, Kauhom. Turn on your camera so I can see you. Kauhom, Spy, and Yada. Okay, I'm going to call you one by one, okay, to answer the following problem. All right, so let's start answering this one. Number one, estimate the value of each of the following. Letter A, 51,000. Oh, no, 51 times 45,260. Yada, what's the answer for letter A? 51 times 45,260. Yada, what's your answer? Okay, I see Spy raising her hands. Okay, so Pi, what's your answer?
2,308,260.
Again, what's your answer for letter A? Just only letter A.
2,308,260.
No, the answer is wrong. Class, remember, before you multiply, you have to estimate the number first, okay? For example, 50. Estimate to the nearest 10, that's 50, okay? And then 45,260, you have to round that number to 50,000 before you multiply. Okay, boom, what's the answer for letter A? What's the answer?
2,500,000.
Very good. So the answer for letter A is 2,500,000. Okay, very good. Boom. Now for letter B, we have 22,085 multiplied by 297. Okay, I see you raising his hand. Okay, Pete.
6 million.
So very good. So the answer for number 2 is 6 million. Good job. All right. So for letter B, hold on, just give me 1 second. So this one will become 20,000. And then 297 will become 300. So if you multiply 20,000 times 300, that's 6 million. Okay, next. Letter C, 194,550 multiplied by 42. Go home. What's your answer, or what is the answer for letter C? All right, who wants to answer letter C, class?
Me.
Okay, boom.
8 million.
Very good. So the answer is 8 million. So remember 194,550. So we will round this number to the nearest 100,000. So that's 200,000, okay? Then multiply 42 and 42, the nearest 10 is 40. So if you multiply 200,000 multiplied by 40, that equals to 8 million. Very good, boom. Okay, number 2, estimate the value of the following numbers. So letter A, we have 32,305 divided by 3. Alpha, what's your answer on this?
33,000.
33,000 law? No. For letter A, round. Again?
30,000.
30,000? No. Divide this, 32,305 divided by 3. Round this number first. Round this number to the nearest 10,000. So that's 30,000 divide by 3. What's the answer, class? So this is, I already round off or estimate the number. What's the answer?
10.
Anyone?
10,000. Ma'am.
Okay, very good. So the answer for number 1 is 10,000. All right, number 2. Number 2 is 650,999 divided by 72. Who would like to answer? Anyone? Gam. What's the answer for number 2? Guangtung, what's the answer for number 2? Round this number to the nearest 100,000. So this will become 700,000. And then divided by, round this number to the nearest 10,000, that's 70. All right, so I already estimated the following numbers. So we just need to find out the answer.
Show me.
Okay, what's the answer?
10,000.
Okay, very good. So the answer is 10,000. All right, so for letter C, 9,999,999 divided by 410. Okay, Conchai.
Teacher me. Teacher, may I do water, please?
Yes, you may. All right, Conchai, what's the answer for letter C?
25,000.
Very good. So the answer for letter C is 25,000. Good job. So if we're going to round this number to the nearest million, that's going to be 10 million. Okay. And then round this number to the nearest 100, which is 400. So 10 million divided by 400, that is equals to 25,000. All right, do you understand, class? Yes, I do. No, I don't.
Yes, I do.
Okay, very good. All right, so I think that's all for today, everyone. So today, no homework, okay? So tomorrow, we will answer your workbook. Remember last Wednesday, I did not, or we didn't have a long class, right? So we just have a short class and I gave you a homework. So we will answer that tomorrow. Okay. All right. So thank you, students.
Thank you. Teachers. See you next class.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.